Hi, hello. Hi, Ashwell. Hi, everyone who's joining. Welcome to Woodfield Pavilion Live Insta Cook Along. We'll wait for people to join. Maybe you want to crack open a beer or pour yourself a glass of wine. It's Friday night after all. Or the hard stuff, some water like myself. Hi, Mom. Hope you're all well. Hope the weather's nice where you are. Hope you're staying safe. Oh, thank you. It's a gift from my husband. It's very flowery. I think maybe we can get started because we can see as more people join. Maybe we can have a refresh. So I just want to say thank you to Woodfield Pavilion for giving me this opportunity to do this cook along. You will see that I'm not a chef. I'm a home cook, like many of us are, but I do really enjoy cooking, and I really enjoy hosting dinner parties, which I've really missed over the last four months because of COVID. So the only person I've had to cook for is my husband. So it's very nice that I've been invited here today to share this with you. I don't know if you know much about Woodfield Pavilion, but it's a great place in Tooting. It's a community centre where people can get together and learn some new skills, meet their neighbours, and also taste the delightful food that Chef Pretty puts on there. And Chef Pretty is the reason why I'm here. Chef Pretty is one of my very, very good friends. We met in Dubai about 11 years ago. She took me under her wing and we moved in together, and she cooked for me every day. Wonderful chef. I had mango lassis for breakfast every morning when I lived with her. It was wonderful. Do you remember that, Pretty? I'm going to make for you today a favourite dish of mine, laksa. I came across laksa. It's a Malaysian dish in when I was working in London in 2005. There's a little place just off of Fleet Street, a little down a little side, dodgy side alley. You go down and there's a little Asian restaurant there. I'm not sure the name of the restaurant or if it's even still there. But we found this amazing dish, laksa, and we had it, and we ran back to the office and told everyone about it, and then everyone came. Every single Friday we had a bowl of laksa and a sing tao for lunch every Friday. I don't know how we managed to do our afternoon's work, but we coped. I think I had age on my side back then in 2005, not so much anymore. But it's a favourite dish of mine. It's something that I veganised. How authentic it is, let's see. But this is the best recipe that I've found that I like. I hope you like it too if you're cooking along. If not, I can give you the ingredients later, and you can try it and whenever you can. Let me show you what we've got. Okay, my camera's closed. Okay, there's my light. So let's start with the ingredients for the paste, because that's the first thing that we're going to do. So I've chopped a whole load of garlic and ginger here. As you can see, there's loads, but I love it. I chopped 2 stems of lemongrass and 4 chillies, because I have to have chillies, but if you don't want 4 chillies, you can put 1, or you can take the seeds out. It's up to you. It's your dish. You have it as you like. And I have 1 onion. I did write in my ingredients that I would have shallots, but I couldn't find shallots, so just got to go with it, haven't you, these days? So I have 1 onion here. So we're going to put these 3 things into the paste, as along with some oil, so we can make it into a paste. Here I have some fantastic sesame oil, which I got from a wonderful grocery store here in Dubai. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you I'm in Dubai. Not in London, sorry, getting sidetracked. And then I have a sheet of nori. Okay, this again, if you're vegan and you might not like the taste of the sea, as some of my vegan friends don't like, you can leave this out, but it does give it a bit more of an authentic sea taste without harming any little fishies. We'll also put some stems of the coriander into the paste. We'll jazz it up in the spice mix blender that I have. If you have a normal blender, it's absolutely fine. I just find that you have to just give it a little bit of zhuzhing to get all the stuff into a paste. Okay, then after that we will create the broth. So I have some veggie broth here, or you can use a stock cube. These are the best ones that I can find. I'm not sure if you can find them in where you are, but these are the best ones I could find. They're vegan and they don't have all those E numbers and rubbish that you find in the other kind of stock cubes you can buy. I have some coconut oil, coconut milk, which will go into the broth, and then some lime juice. Oh, sorry, and some coconut sugar. Yeah, just to make it a little bit sweet. So we'll just play around with the flavours of the sweet and sour, and see how much we need of each. Then, to go into the actual laksa, we have some yummy rice noodles here. You can make your own rice noodles if you have the time, or you can just buy them in a shop, which is obviously much easier. Then we have some long stem broccoli, some bok choy, some asparagus, and some spinach. And on top, we will also have, oh yeah, I didn't put this on my ingredients, but in that yummy grocery store that I was in today, I found these amazing mushrooms, and I have to put these in. These are just some oyster mushrooms from Korea. They just look yummy, so I'll chop those and throw them in to the laksa a bit later. And then I'll top it off with some garnish, so we'll just put some bean sprouts and some coriander, and I don't think we will really need much more. So I think that's... Oh, I completely forgot the dry spices, which will go into the paste. Here we have 1 teaspoon of turmeric, half a teaspoon of cumin, 1 teaspoon of paprika, and 1 teaspoon of coriander. But we'll go slowly, and we'll put everything together as we go along. One final thing is the fried tofu that I wanted to add. I don't particularly like tofu myself, but this one, this version I really like, and this I can only find in this wonderful grocery store that I keep talking about. And why I like this one is because it reminds me of the consistency is a little bit like a soggy Yorkshire pudding, which I really, really loved. So, you know, a Yorkshire pudding when you got covered in gravy, it has that kind of consistency, but I'm not really selling it to you, but if you like it, you like it. If you don't, you can leave it out. It's totally your dish, so you do as you wish with it. Let me just turn you back around. Ha! And we'll get started. Okay, if you can see what I'm up to. Oh, this grocery store is in Dubai where I live. It's called 1004 Gourmet. It's purely very specialized Asian products from Japan, from China, from Korea, all over the place. It's amazing. You need a whole day in there just to read what all the products are. It's really wonderful. Okay, so we'll get started. We'll make the paste, as I mentioned. I can get rid of this now because I don't need it. So I have 4 cloves of garlic and I don't know, about an inch of ginger, chopped, peeled and chopped, put in there. 4 red chillies and some lemongrass, 2 stems of lemongrass, and a lot of onion. We probably don't need all of that. Maybe I did a whole one, maybe maybe we just put a little bit in there. We've got to get this to actually zhuzh around. And I'll put in a lot of this sesame, yummy sesame oil, just to get it into a paste.
She says she can't see
That's okay. Not too far. Okay. And we will put in some coriander and put in the taste of the sea. Maybe let me see if I can get you a bit closer. Oh, maybe that's too close. I don't know if you can see, but there's going to be a lot of zhuzhing around now, so sorry about this. Okay, let's give it a try and see, because there's a lot in there. See how it will actually form into a paste. I try to put as much oil in as possible. I want to refrain from putting any water in there, because obviously then it's going to splutter quite a lot and make loads of noise when I'm cooking it, which is probably not great on an Insta Live. In my it's going. Yep. Oh, it's mixed in nicely. Just got to get the nori in. You can see a bit of a paste underneath there. Just get my little spoon. So you can see the, oh, it smells amazing. So you can see that it's coming through now. I just need to get that nori in there so I can get that sea flavour into the paste. Actually, I wanted a bit more than that, but let me see if I can get a bit more. Let me do this. So like I say, if you're using a small, maybe a NutriBullet or something like that, you will just maybe need to give it a little bit of a zhuzhing. How many times? Okay, that's not working at all. Let's break this up. I think I need to just rip it. Oh, okay. Sorry about this. I should have ripped this in advance. It's not judging today when I've got an audience, but normally it would. But what will happen anyway, because I don't particularly like my curries with the bits in it, so I'll cook out the paste and the broth, and then what I'll do in a little while is just sieve out those bits, because I find that I don't like to pick lemongrass from my teeth and things, and I just like a nice rich velvety kind of consistency on with my curry paste. So we'll cook this like this. It's fine. The paste is all made, but the nori will just maybe sieve out at the end. Okay. So hubster. Maybe I can. No. Maybe you can see. Hopefully you can see everything that I'm about to do now. So we'll just whack up the heat on. I've got a big cauldron here. I'm not planning on cooking for the whole building, just my husband and I, but like I said, we're in Dubai, it's 9 o'clock and we're absolutely starving. So we're going to try and make quite big bowls, because we will really want to eat some good laksa. So just get this nice and hot, and then we will put the paste on. The paste is going to cook for 10 minutes, and then we put all the dry spices in, which I forgot to tell you about earlier. And then we'll just cook that through. It just needs a good, the 10 to 15 minutes to really cook through, because all the spices, we don't want them to have that raw flavour in our curry. Okay, it's getting hot now. Okay, get this out of the way. We've done that. Did you get yourself a beer? You should get yourself a beer. It's Friday. Oh yeah, and one thing while this is heating up, I'll tell you, because I think in the notes I said that I would steam my vegetables, but actually I'm going to griddle them because I want that more earthy flavour from the coconut oil. Obviously steaming them is much healthier, but it's Friday night and I don't want to eat healthily, too healthily at least. Okay, let's get this in. It should be a bit hotter than this now. Okay. Yes, that's the sound I wanted. So it's nice and hot. And I just have to be very careful because these pans will stick because they're non-stick. So we just have to make sure we keep moving it all around. And maybe we need to add some more oil. Can they see anything that they want to see? Yep. So we just keep cooking it around. Extremely fragrant. I can smell those chilies, so if I start sneezing, I'm very sorry. But I've got it on to a medium heat just so it sweats out, so we're not cooking or burning anything or cooking it too fast. We just need to slowly let it cook. 10 minutes is absolutely fine. We'll see how we go, but it's looking good. Let me turn it around so you can see. Woohoo! Yummy! Oh, I'm glad you've got your gin. Have one for me. Yay! Cheers, pretty. I think while we keep an eye on this, we will multitask and get the veggies ready. To my husband's horror, I use every pan in the dish in the kitchen typically when I cook, but I just find it very easy. So what I'll do is take I'll take like half of the broccoli, both the bok choy and half of the asparagus. Some of the green veggies I'll actually chop up and put into the broth once it's ready. So we've got a bit of crunch going through it, but the rest will be griddled and will sit on top of the laksa, on top of the noodles. Okay, that's probably a bit too high now. Just turn that down a bit. Those chilies are really cooking now. Watch this space. How long was that? Yeah, so what we'll do is put the veggies in here. A good way to do it is just put it into a bowl, season with some good salt, some black pepper, and some coconut oil. Then it will cover all over the vegetables and will cook nicely on the griddle pan. So here we go, some nice veggies, yummy. So they're nice and covered now, smell yummy. Everything's covered nicely with the salt and pepper and the oil. Just wash my hands. Cool. Okay, that's cooking nicely. Keep it moving. Just going to turn it down a bit. Like I say, these pans really do stick sometimes. Sorry. You can see it's coming through quite nicely here now. Just cooking down very slowly. Smells divine. I can smell the sea smell from the nori. And we'll add salt and pepper in a little bit. We don't need to add it right this moment. I'm just cooking out those lovely flavours. What I will do though before I put the dry spice in there is put a little bit of water, I believe, just so they don't burn. But we've got a little bit of time before then. Okay, so while that is cooking, I'll tell you about the broth that I made. I made this broth a little while ago. I always have broth just because it's so easy. I use it in all of my curries. We typically have laksa or a pho at least once a week, so I always have a batch of this made up. It's very easy, and especially easy now we're at home all day. I can just throw on a pan, put all the mushrooms and all your old scrap ends of your vegetables, so nothing really goes to waste. So your carrots, your celery, any potatoes, whatever, I just throw it all in with some bay leaves and whatever herbs I have, I throw it in, and it just really, I mean, it's not very good for the electric bill. We have it on for maybe 8 or 9 hours at a time, but oh, it's really, really worth it because it gives it really good depth of flavour. Especially if you use a really good mushroom, like a shiitake mushroom, then the flavour is awesome. And you don't need to throw the shiitake mushroom away. You can just pop it in your mouth after it's done. So nothing goes to waste. Right. How long was that? So I have 4 minutes. I think we can maybe put in a little bit of water. Let me put a little bit in water in. Just so I can put the spices in. Okay, that was too much little. There we go. A little bit like that, and back it up again. And we'll just let that cook through, and that will just pick up all those nice bits on the bottom there. That's it, so that's a really nice consistency, and we'll just get rid of that water. Let me just show you. Let me show you. Oh, yummy, look at that. That's my cat, if you can hear in the background. Don't worry, he's not in the kitchen. Much to his annoyance, as you can hear. Ooh, yummy. Okay, just flick back again. Ooh. Okay, I think we might be ready for the dry spices now. So I'm just checking the time, sorry. So paprika, coriander powder. You can use the seeds. I'm not a massive fan, I don't like them. So you can just dry fry your seeds and then crush them in a mortar and pestle. But I really don't particularly like it that way, so each their own, whatever you fancy. Put everything in there. So sorry, that was a turmeric and the paprika right at the end, and I just will show you again. Sorry. Yeah, you can see the dry spices now cooking through. So they just need to cook very slowly so we don't burn them. And now we've got a really good paste coming, and we just leave that to cook for about 5 minutes, and then let the oils and things come out and separate. That's when we've got a really good paste. Like I say, you can see all the lumps in it now. I'll take those out. Some people like it to keep them in, but we'll take them out after the broth is completely cooked through. So it'll be a nice velvety, smooth consistency. Yummy, yummy. Oh, wish you could smell that. Oh, that's my front room, sorry. You'll see all the stuff that I've taken out of the kitchen so it looks like it's tidy. Right, there we go. Wow, there's not much to do. I'll tell you what I can do. I can do the mushrooms, because these look divine. Oh. Look at that. Oh. They're so cute. Okay, so I'm just going to take the bottom off, give them a rinse, and then, oh, I'll just chuck it on the griddle like that, I think. That looks really, really nice. Sorry, so I just washed them. I'll throw these bits away. Give this a little stir. I'm sorry if anyone's asking any questions, but the husband is having to entertain the cat. Keep him out of the kitchen. That's okay. That's Charlie, Bootsy, of course. You can hear him. Brought in some catnip to keep him quiet, but it doesn't seem to be working. Yeah, thank you. Okay, wash my hands again. So the shrooms are done. Just need to wait for this paste to work through. We're edging closer to beer time because it won't take long, really, once this paste is done. We'll put the broth in and the coconut milk. Oh yes, coconut milk, I buy this one. I don't know if you can get it in the UK. I like this one because it is, ingredients are pure coconut extract and coconut water, so there's nothing else that goes inside that. There are some other alternatives which have a lot of stuff in them. I'll show you the brand, but you know, if you read the ingredients and you can't pronounce half the words, and I don't think you should eat it. Better still, you can make your own. So loads of different recipes for how to make coconut milk, fresh from coconut, very, very easy, but time consuming, so this is obviously an easy option, which is why I have this. Okay, I think this is ready. So now I will put in my cloth. And turn up the heat to high. Just give it a stir. Yes, Charles? What's up? There he is. Charlie, say hi. He makes me laugh. Okay, give. Hey, come on. No. Get down. Sorry, cat situation. Sorry about that. Give that a little bit of a wipe down. Monkey feet in there. So, give this a shake. Just add this to the broth now. The whole can. And we'll just whack this on and let it heat up, warm through, and take all those flavours into the actual broth now. This time we will add some sugar. I'll only add a little bit. I want it to cook a little bit before I can taste it, so I don't want to add too much at this stage. I'm using coconut sugar. Use any sugar, whatever you have, but I prefer this. I have it in everything these days, even my English cup of tea, which my mother doesn't approve of, but 1 teaspoon for now. We need to do the lime. We will just juice a whole lime. So you've got the sweet and acidic working together, which in theory shouldn't work, but it works a treat in Asian food. And do the next one. We'll see if we need another one after, or maybe we'll put some in it, but that should, it's a nice juicy lime, so should be enough. I'll leave that there. Okay, I'm gonna put the lid on just so we can get some heat into that because I wanted to cook for a little while. And then in the meantime, what I'm going to do is start putting the vegetables on. So I have the noodles here ready to cook. Put them in there. Try and keep that separate. So the veggies that I told you I'll put in the broth in a little while, I'll just chop these really small because we won't have a lot of time to cook it. So we need to have them small, but I just like to have a little bit of bite into the curry itself. There we go, that's for later. I'm done with this. And I'll put this on now. So this griddle, well, let's see how it works because I might have to put the extractor fan on because you know how it loves to smoke the whole house up. So hopefully if I put the fan on, you can still hear. Let me know if not. Can you hear me? Can you still hear me? Yeah? Okay. Horror if not. Okay. We'll just heat this up. This will, like I say, won't take too long. Oh, brilliant. And okay, I'm just going to prepare some bean sprouts for the top. Put them in there. Okay. So let me show you what's going on in the saucy pan. Not much right now, just trying to get the heat into it. But this is the colour that I was looking for. Depending on how much turmeric, or if you use fresh turmeric, it can be a little bit more yellow, but this is typically the colour it should be. Or, well, all the laksas I've had have been pretty much. Apart from that really yellow one I made once before, but then it was too turmeric-y. That's getting hot, so we just need that to boil through just a little bit to get the flavours merging together. Okay. Now we will also get this on in a second. So I've left the spinach to put into the broth right at the end. We'll have that maybe raw. Don't worry, it's all nicely washed. I washed everything earlier. Now we've got everything here, so we're all done. And we'll just wait for this to heat up, and then we'll put all the veggies on. That's getting there. Getting there. Let me chop these bad boys in half. Otherwise they won't cook properly. Think about that. There we go. Ta-da! Chopped in half. Right. So, let's get these sizzling. These don't take too long to cook, so I'll just put what I can on. The broccoli will take the longest, so I'll just put that on the outer side. And the rest of the bits and pieces we'll put on once these are cooked. That looks looking good. Yeah, I'm going to show because it's an Insta-worthy photo, this. Woohoo! Look at those bad boys. Yes. So, maybe, okay, this would be an Insta-worthy photo. There you go. Woo, yummy. Okay, so they're cooking away nicely. This is coming up to the boil now. Woohoo. So these will infuse. We only really need to cook this for about 10 minutes. I don't know what to do then. Do I just go live again?
No, she said no.
You lose the video then, don't you? So
I don't understand that.
if you do that, please save the live. Yeah. But we don't want to. Not sure if you're there, but
Stop for everyone.
yeah, but these messages are coming through now, so maybe. Anyway, let's see, just in case. We've got some nice colour on these now, so. These will actually be ready quite soon because we don't want them to cook too much, lose all the nutrients. Ooh, yummy. And this is spoiling me far too much. We'll turn it down to 1. Now I think is a good time to taste test because there's not much I can do. We can't go out and live again because you will lose the
But he
video.
says do that.
Yeah? Okay. Just give me 1 moment then. These are burning a little bit.
Yeah, she said that again. Maybe you just explain that.
So what?
You have to stop it.
Just need to put it then on.
Now she puts it back.
Okay. You're back. Great. I was just about to start a new one again. But I don't have to. Back for me, back for me, back for me. Cool. Okay. Hopefully. Maybe it's me moving this camera that's doing it. But let me show you the shrooms are on. Taking the back choi off. That's done. And we'll just get some good colour, good lines on these. This I tasted. I've added some salt. See while that is. Let me get a spoon. It's got a kick. Don't move the phone. Okay. Promise I won't. Okay, sorry. I think that's what it is, you know. So hopefully you're still there. Okay, that is tasting good. more salt. I think it's good. We can get that going.
Video is paused. Switching the camera doesn't work.
Yeah, I'm not moving it again now. I just said I didn't see that before. So it's okay. Clean this up.
Try and restart.
It will come back, no? So I will. Shall I end it?
I don't know.
What's she saying?
It's not really a message.
Okay. Don't move the phone. Ah, it's back on. Great, okay. I'm not moving the phone, so I'll bring the stuff to you. So, mushrooms are cooking. Need to just keep an eye on those. Just keep moving everything around a little bit, because especially this asparagus is going to cook very quickly now on this griddle pan. Now we need to cook the noodles. Take literally 2 minutes. I've got a boiled kettle here. My noodles, we've got 2 portions because we're hungry, because it's middle of 5 here. Some water. Great. Now, what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to sieve it, because, like I said, it's got a lot of bits in the curry itself. Okay, I'm going to take these bits off first because they are definitely cooked. And we don't want to overcook those beautiful mushrooms. Good. Yeah, let's keep that broccoli on for a bit because it takes forever. Okay, here's the cooked veggies. Now, I'm going to sieve this because it's one of those bits and pieces. So I have my sieve, I have a dish here, and I'll just pour it in nicely and carefully. So that's it. Let that go through. I'll just finish off this broccoli. I think that's done. Turn that off. And oh, I'm a bit scared, but I'm just showing you. I'm just taking all those bits out. There's so many bits there, just to make it nice and smooth. While that's doing, I'll just quickly get the pot ready. So the pot's ready now. This is nearly done. Take all the lovely flavours from here. Okay, if it wasn't on IGTV, I would spend hours just pushing all this flavour through, but we are, so I won't. But we've got a very tasty broth here now. I will just dip it back into the pan, and I'll show you. what it looks like. So there we go. So we can just give it a little cook through now, just to get some of the water out, so we're not just left with the flavour from the laksa. At this time I'm going to put in the vegetables that I want to have in the broth. That doesn't need too long to cook. I'll put some of the spinach in too, and this amazing tofu. Oof. So this is what the tofu looks like. Put that in there. Oof, so good. So fried tofu I could only find in this one place. I couldn't find it anywhere else, and like I said, I'm not a massive tofu fan because I don't particularly like the consistency of it. I know it's very good for you, and especially for vegans, it's in so many different recipes, but I just don't particularly like it. Get rid of this. Sorry. There we go. The noodles are cooking nicely, the veggies are done, so we'll be ready to plate up very, very soon. Exciting stuff, dinner time, my favourite. Make some clean here so I can get some good pics. Right, let's get the bowls ready. Some big bowls, because we want big portions. Eat it with some chopsticks. I've got some nice little spoons for us. I don't need that right now. So hungry. Right, come on. Heat up, come on. Heat up. Now I'll also give it another taste in a minute as well. This I think is done. Yep. Done. Noodles. Done. I'll take this one there. There we go. Oopsie. Give them a drain. Turn it off now. So the noodles are done. Veggies are done. Just want to give this some little more time to heat up, so we can cook that veg through. And then we're ready. So I've got some, for my garnish, I've got some, hi Charles, some spinach, I like it raw, some coriander, and some bean sprouts, just to put on top to make it look nice, and it also gives it a nice crunch. And what did I want to put on top? Ooh, some chili flakes, I have to get them. Got them. Right, let's give this a little stir. Taste. Oh, it's so good. I hope you're cooking along because it tastes so good. Okay, I think it's ready. Yeah. So, we've got everything. First, we'll take the noodles. So, I'm going to put... Okay, this is not very good for the noodles. Let's put that amount in for me. Come on, don't stick now. These look good. Yeah, so that's enough for me. I'll put that much in for my hubby. He had a workout today, I didn't. Then we want to put the beautiful broth on with the tofu. Want tofu? Yeah? Cool, good boy. So there is the broth going in. One. Oh, colour, oh, so good. And there's all those veggies that we put in, going into the broth as well. So depending on how much broth you like, I love it. So I like it to make it very soupy. My husband not so much. Then let's get the veggies on. What did I just do with this? I spend my day looking for things. Then we put some broccoli on there. Broccoli. Some asparagus. Ooh, we are in for a treat. Some asparagus. Those wonderful shrooms. Oh, shrooms. Oh, yummy. They look divine. And that beautiful choi on top. Yeah. Thank you. Just make sure you can see everything. Then I'm just going to top it with a couple of bean sprouts. Not too many, because it's already a little bit crowded. Nearly done. Da, 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 da. And some lovely coriander. Love it or hate it. I love it. Please just breakfast. Then, oh, I didn't put the spinach in. You know what? I don't think it needs a spinach. I'm going to save that for breakfast. And what now? A little bit of chili flakes. Get a bit crazy on chili flakes. I'll put it into my hand. There we go. I'm so excited. I want to show you, but I'm scared to show. Oh, I'm going up to this. There we go, boys and girls. Dinner. Oh. All done. If I tip it any further, it's gonna fall out. Maybe I'll just show. Maybe I'll try once before I leave. I just say thank you again to Woodfield Pavilion for having me. It's been much more fun than I thought, because I was so nervous before. But it was really good fun. I wish you were here to eat this with me more than anything, honestly. But one day maybe I'll be in London with Pretty, and we can all cook together when this horrible pandemic is all over. Okay, let me just show you once. Let me see if I can do it. All right, guys, enjoy. Take care. Enjoy your Friday. Oh, the most important thing. Sorry. The pairing. It has to be a Tsingtao. Woo! All right, guys. Bye-bye. Take care.